What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. It is episode 707, sponsored by Midnight, Polymarket, Cake Wallet, People's Reserve. It's 1:16 p.m. Y'all are wondering where the fuck has he been? Where has he been? I know. I've been doing things. Let's bring Landy right in. Let's talk about the markets, okay? I was happier yesterday. And then Landy put the voodoo on the fucking markets. We'll talk about that right now. Landy, what the fuck is your problem, bro?
Hey, you know,
Are you short in the fucking markets, man?
all good things must come to an end.
I knew it.
Although this is not necessarily
It's
the
the
end
end.
of the uptrend. Not
It's the fucking
necessarily
end.
yet, but it might be cracking. We don't know. We'll see kind of where things kind of settle out. But obviously, the market's reacting to a hot
Good.
CPI print, and more
Yeah.
importantly, what I had mentioned to you yesterday is core CPI is starting to get hit with a 0.2% increase. Although not as significant as I think many speculated, this is starting to show that the higher energy prices are starting to seep through the rest of the economy here in the United States. Still not nearly to the level that we are seeing in Europe and Asia, but it is starting to have an effect. And, the markets. Yeah, grab that
What the fuck
microphone.
is going on? I'm pushing it. I'm thinking it's going this way, and then it's fucking going this way, bro.
I don't know what
Rob,
to tell you.
relax,
Yeah.
relax, Rob.
You're just giving him more fodder. But this is something that we've discussed during this uptrend, and I've kind of talked about when looking at the significance of where oil is bouncing from. It's just, this
The fuck
microphone
is, look, I
is a
can't
problem.
Like,
Is it the real question is how many water bottles are on either side that could potentially go crashing to the floor?
look at this, man. Like, why? What am I? Never mind. I'm not listening.
Well, I think we've got Warsh possible confirmation today. He's through cloture. We'll
Yeah.
see if that actually goes through. But this is kind of just getting started. I'd mentioned yesterday the big thing to pay attention to is core CPI and oil prices, right? Um, there's some news that's kind of breaking surrounding, I guess that some IRGC went after, tried to breach into Kuwait, and then they were fought back, and then a bunch of higher level commanders were captured. None of this stuff really matters when it comes to pricing and oil in the markets, but the markets are reacting to the CPI data that came out today. And then we have producer price index data that's coming out tomorrow, which is likely going to come in hotter than hotter than forecasted, but probably not as hot as people are expecting it or speculating online. And realistically, for traditional markets, this is just a correction off of an all-time high and a potential higher high being set, and we await further confirmation the trend is still up. And for something like SPY, 715 would have to break on closes from here as it currently stands, because that's where the last daily high or low is. So trend is still on the side of the bulls for the moment. We'll see if that begins to change near the highs here.
This is fucking
Bitcoin,
bothering me, man.
yeah, I know. I can see the Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, coming off of major overhead resistance. In particular, Bitcoin hitting that monthly target I've been talking about, 82.5 to 83, but still, as it stands right now, just another higher high. Below 79.5 is when we'd get a trend break. But I would say that realistically, it can come down pretty far and still be fine. You'd want to see it for immediate strength holding up in the 78 to 80 area. If it does lose it, 74 to 76 is the next bigger area. And then below there, it's all about 70 to 72. As it stands right now, it's kind of just watch, wait. We've got a lot of news coming out this week regarding markets, and the economy, market stuff coming out for potentially cryptocurrency markets with the Clarity Act. We don't know where that stands really. The Warsh appointment, the Trump meeting with Z, and he's assembling the Avengers team between himself, Musk, Cook, the sanctioned Marco Rubio is going with him, and of course many others now. I think things are getting pretty interesting. This is an interesting week to just kind of see what conditions are met for the continued uptrend or melt up in traditional markets. I think that if we see that, we will see oil kind of still stay around the current areas, maybe consolidate, maybe head back down. But if we do see it aggressively spike up, just know that I've been very consistent. As long as supply side is not damaged in the region there, traffic is normalized, any kind of upward movement in oil prices, although the floor is remaining elevated for oil prices, any kind of upward movement back towards the highs, likely shorter lived than not. But if we see supply starting to get hit, and in particular Saudi Arabia and UAE, that's where things get interesting in terms of longer lasting, higher floor prices with the potential for much higher prices in oil. So right now, we're not even seeing an unwind in markets yet. That's where you'd want to look for the volatility index or VIX to actually start ripping to the upside. And honestly, that's where the opportunity would lie, is when that does occur. Right now, it's just profit taking, hedging based on some of the economic news.
There's obviously also this Hannah Montana virus popping off.
It's nothing. It's a big nothing burger.
But they're pushing it. Like, you should see. I don't give it. I'm telling you right now, I'm not fucking. You are not. I am not doing what we did in 2021. You can kiss my ass with that shit. It's never happening again. Like, I am walking into a restaurant. You're not asking me for no goddamn vaccine card. Like, I am walking in. Like, I'm not doing this shit again, man. I am absolutely. I'm serious. I'm not even
Well,
putting
this
on a
is
show right
not
now,
this is not a modified version of
bro.
this
Bro,
virus.
watch
This is a well-known one.
the way they're starting to push this. It reminds me of how they pushed it in 2020, 2021. Man, I this is exactly what they were doing, man.
Sure, but we also have experienced 2020 into 2021. And here, I've said this before, and I don't know if I said it here to you, but the reason why the narrative is being pushed is because it's a useful narrative during demand destruction, right? Europe and Asia are getting hit very hard with demand destruction through higher energy prices. Now, they have told people right at the beginning, especially in the EU nations, that, why don't you voluntarily stay home during this time period? Now it's just another reason because you don't even have to do lockdowns because there is a large percentage of these populations here in the United States, overseas, that they hear this, they automatically are going to go into self isolation mode anyway, which furthers demand destruction, which meets the goals of lowering consumption of energy while everything starts to trend back towards normalized routes for energy. And they need the demand destruction narrative because it is otherwise, they end up in a very sticky situation, where they have to force demand destruction through other policies, right? So I think that this is a useful narrative that will fail ultimately, but it is going to affect a large enough percentage of people through pushing the narrative that they'll just voluntarily bow out, stay home, continue to meet over Zoom or whatever it might be. And because the lockdown stuff is not gonna work, like, here in the United States, it's just not gonna work. And if everybody else goes full demand destruction and starts actually utilizing a policy of locking down, then the United States isn't gonna follow suit. But you would still see people here also doing I mean, we still see people driving around in their cars by themselves with a mask on, right? Those same people are not
I
even
see.
gonna
You sent
drive
me
their
that
cars.
picture as you were driving
Yeah, I
home
mean, I
with a
had the
mask on.
mask over my puppet smile. Yeah, it was wild. Not going anywhere kind of a thing. Total lockdown mode, right? But that would be wholly voluntary, and that would further demand destruction. Now, demand destruction is very dangerous for a lot of these European and Asian economies because they start shrinking, right? Which causes a lot of injections of money, which causes inflations, which then over the longer term causes rates to go higher and all that kind of stuff. And what we've seen though is throughout the demand destruction that is occurring overseas is a lot of capital flight to the US markets. And what they're reacting to now is some of the inflationary pressures to the upside. It's got nothing to do. The hantavirus is literally just a narrative that will further demand destruction through a subset of people within the populace across various nations, including here in the United States. But now you're seeing that there's profit taking occurring from the capital that's been fleeing to the stronger economy because of the energy base that's been built out in the United States, seen as more stable, right? Because if you have demand destruction, all these, the capital's got to flow somewhere where it's going to make more money. And the opportunity is here in the United States, being a number one energy producer in the world and having the largest liquid markets in the world. So we're seeing that. And now, because we're starting to see that there is a bit of core inflation. So we're seeing that not just that there's elevated pricing, but the Fed's metrics for stripping out that volatility is starting to see the volatility creep in via other metrics, right? So you're getting just profit taking and hedging right now. And it's a matter of this is likely going to continue on the core CPI side of things because it's going to take a while for markets to normalize, even under the most rosy conditions. Let's say tomorrow there's a deal done. It works out. United States gets everything they want. Strait is fully open, full traffic going through. Still, you would still see demand destruction in Europe and Asia as they struggle to meet demand as it currently is, even with declining demand. They would have to meet that demand and then exceed that demand to build reserves, right? Now we're not necessarily feeling that same hurt here, but taking the opportunity to take profits in these areas with markets ripping to new all-time highs is not abnormal at all. It's just about what is um, what does the trend look like? And do we start to see a higher volatility environment, which means that for equities, they'd be likely getting significantly, unwound to the downside, seeing a lot of volume through the unwind. But I don't think we're at the point where we've seen the arbitrage in the long versus short trade squeezed yet for that type of an unwind to actually be a sustainable one from here. So far, it's just profit taking, but we just got to keep an eye on it. As for crypto, I mean, Bitcoin's just tested a major monthly level. It's not abnormal to see it pulling back from a monthly level at 82.5 to 83. Now it's all about the daily trend. And do we see a wider correction, and where does it settle out at? Um, I think that taking that approach and market outlook is the smartest one for the majority of people. Is you want to see the opportunity. By the way, in traditional markets, you want to see VIX taken off, because the higher the volume that's coming in, in general, the closer you are to marking the general lows, not the low, but the general lows of a major move. And VIX is very low. It can rip very, very high, which means that when it does, we're likely seeing a much wider correction in traditional markets, and you're likely going to see that risk off move in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, stuff like that.
It's funny because the markets, I gotta say that the stock market, traditional markets, whatever, have done really well, man.
Oh, beautiful V
I know
recovery.
this because I'm looking at my shit every day, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck. You would expect it not to do this well.
Well, maybe under a different administration in the United States with very different policies and goals. I think that this administration, this Treasury, has done a really good job of one, handling the bond market, and then two, really incentivizing investment into U.S. markets and into the U.S. economy in general. So I think that a lot of that also, you got to understand, the United States, people don't think, p- for all those people out there who are like BRICS nations and China and Belt and Road and all this other crap, guess what? When the shit hits the fan, the money goes to the strongest player. And it's all about safety and stability. And that's what the United States is in general as a superpower. That's what the United States economy is. That's what the United States military is, and that's what the United States markets are. That is where you're going to see the capital flight in times of stress, and that's exactly what we've seen. The Trump administration has been playing this brilliantly, and I think that they're not given enough credit. The team that he has built around him on the economic side, absolutely crushing it, and that's the reason why we're getting these sharp V recoveries off of the lows. It's not pure speculation. There is real gains that have been made. There's real opportunity for gains to be made, and there's real capital expenditure that's happening. Now, are there things that are way, 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 way overvalued in their PE ratios? Yes, absolutely. Wild. And of course, we're starting to see this bleed through with a bunch of other of the administration's agenda. When it comes to something that you're showing now, which I think is how fitting, how bearish everybody was on the capabilities of this administration to flip the polls. Have we not seen this movie over and over and over again with the Trump administration?
Isn't it like yesterday? Obviously, Polymarket put this up, and it says Republicans surge past Democrats and Senate midterm odds, projected to remain in power. And I really think I quote tweeted it, and I said, like, I think not just the Senate, I think the House also. I really think it's going to play out that way. I think people are going to be surprised. I know it doesn't usually happen um, during the midterms where like the president keeps you know
Hmm.
power in both the House and Senate, but I think it happens here. I really do. I think it happens. I think what'll happen um, closer to the midterms. I think they're going to settle up. I'm going to predict it here. I think Trump is going to end the war between Russia and Ukraine. I think we'll be done with Iran. And then you'll see, obviously, the economy stabilize. And you'll see gas prices go down and all that stuff start to go down. And you'll see them championing. You'll see them championing Trump.
Here's what I'm going to tell you about energy prices, gas and LNG. The big thing to really understand is we could get the bottom drop out of the floor for oil. Right now, it's buoyed higher as a floor price. But the bottom could drop out, but the longer term effects of the conflict will still persist even under a condition in which is the most rosy for energy markets, because the reality is it has to work its way through the system. I don't see if today everything. I think that we're on a good trend already, without the strait even being in play, as long as supply side is not destroyed in the region, right, in the Gulf states. And what it's going to do, it's going to take a while for it to work its way through the system, because the crunch was so real in Europe and Asia, on the demand outstripping supply, that it's going to take a while to get to normalcy. And we will continue to see the echo effects, or the, as I mentioned, day one, the network effect through to the United States, regardless of the fact that we are the number one producer of oil and natural gas. Doesn't matter. We still feel those network effects via the interconnection between all of the economies, right? The global economy. It doesn't matter if you're on Swift or not on Swift. It's going to have an effect, and it's going to take a while to work out. Now, under the current kind of time frame, I'd be looking for that to kind of get normalized, all conditions being met, no supply side destruction. Under the current uh, routes that we see for energy, that we could potentially see by end of summer that things start straightening out. That's why I've been harping on, you gotta watch core CPI. And what we'll see is that CPI would start to fall, and then core CPI would start to fall after. And right now we've seen CPI come in higher and core CPI only now starting to move up. And then what we would see is the opposite, CPI beginning to fall because of the volatility in energy, and then core CPI beginning to fall. But that is all conditional. If we see Saudi Arabia's pipelines get hit, or any of their storage infrastructure or delivery infrastructure at port get hit, big problems. Same for UAE on the other side. That's one of the reasons why I think that Trump and the administration have no problem parking the Navy outside of Iran and just sticking with a blockade for the longer term, because they can also coordinate with the nations in the Gulf for defense. The rearmament was huge. There's been weapons moving into Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE. We're now finding out that UAE took offensive action back in April, right? And I don't think that they would have any qualms about having more offensive action. We see that Kuwait is sticking up at the border there against the IRGC, and the IRGC is getting desperate. But I think that they're very well controllable. They basically got a bunch of little fast boats, and good luck. Good luck. Have fun with your little pirate ships. You're no better than the Somali pirates at this point. You're just going to get destroyed. So I think that they can sit on this.
Drinking out the bottle.
Oh, it's drinking right out the bottle. Definitely water. But yeah,
I said yesterday that I come on here with a suit every single day. Yesterday I didn't, but the sweater was anyway.
Well,
I'm drinking like I'm looking mad professional, and then I take out a bottle and I'm just like straight homeless with it.
Well, it's that fancy water. People aren't used to seeing fancy water.
They should be paying me, man. Yo, Mountain Valley, I'm about to switch up, man. I will whore myself out to the highest bidder, man. Do not think I will not. If I got to
Look,
drink the nastiest water on the planet, hey, it is what it is.
no,
I
I
stand
have
behind Poland Spring.
no.
Yo, that probably has to be the nastiest. I'm sorry, yo.
Yo, that's
Out
true
of all
bear
the
market
water,
vibes right there. Holy crap.
yo, I swear to God, man. Like, even if you're thirsty, you get thrown a fucking Poland Spring bottle. That shit is nasty. Like, that is toilet water, bro. Like, toilet water is probably better than Poland Spring. Respectfully, I'm just giving you a review.
Do you have
I
experience in
drink
this
water.
department or what?
I feel like the water boy, bro. Like, with the way, like, I drink water, like I test water out, right?
Yeah.
Mountain Valleys. You know what? There's another one that's really good. I forgot the name of it though. Forgot the name. I gotta come out with my own water line. That's what I'm gonna do.
I don't know. I've got my own filtration system at home. So
I have a lot of friends that drink. Yo, this is crazy. A lot of people that I know drink diet Coke or Pepsi or diet anything, bro. Like, can I just say something before we continue on the subject? If you're drinking anything diet, like, it actually defeats the purpose of being on a diet. I promise you.
what did
Like,
Trump
I've
say?
seen this.
What did Trump say? What's his famous saying about he's never seen a thin person drink Diet Coke?
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, like, you rather just drink the like the undiet version, bro. Like, it's serious. Like, I'm laughing because
I'm just
because,
laughing
like,
about
you're
Donald Trump saying that shit. That's wild shit, man. That's some wild ass shit. Come on. Like, and then he's got to throw his
what they
overweight
put
friend under
some
the
weird
bus with
ass chemicals in that
GLP-1s.
shit. Yeah, yo, I remember I was true story. I was thirsty as fuck, and this was at work, and my boy was just strictly on fucking diet everything, bro. And like, he didn't need to be on a diet, but he was on like diet everything, right? And I'm like, can I get it? Like, 'cause really busy. I was like, can I, he's like, no problem. I drink this shit. I was like, yo, why is my tongue burning? I'm serious. Like, and what I mean by the tongue burning stuff is like you left thirstier than if you drank the real shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
Well,
I
that's
don't
good.
I don't get it. And what do they put in these things too? Like, have you read? By the way, if I can't pronounce anything on the label on the back, I'm out, bro. Like, I really am out. I doom scrolled. I watched some of this shit where like they're putting like wood into the motherfucker. What are we chop wood into things? Like, what are we talking? What are we doing?
Well, I was gonna
How's
say
it safe?
the reason why you're
How do we even get into this conversation is about me
I
drinking water?
okay,
Just
well,
want to say that
first off, on the
Poland
Diet
Spring is
Coke
the
side of
nastiest water on the planet. Okay, I don't know which river they're getting their water from, but that shit is nasty. Okay, they get their water from like
treatment plant, probably.
it has to be the creek by the Staten Island former dump site. Okay. If anybody knows anything about Staten Island, that is a dump. Okay, like there's a dump site where they used to put all the fucking trash. There's a creek there. They're probably taking. That's where Poland Springs facilities are, man. Right near that fucking dump site. That shit is ass, man. I'd rather die than drink that water.
All jokes, Poland Spring. Don't send your lawyers. I was gonna say that
What? You can't
Diet
hold on. You
Coke
can't talk
and
about
diet
Poland
sodas.
Spring?
Well, they got a legal team, man. They're gonna be like, look, we're not by the dump. We're down the street from the dump. Okay, so we're downriver from it.
Somebody said
Semantics.
microplastics.
Well,
Somebody said
the
microplastics.
reason why you're left thirsty
Lenny, have you
when you
checked
drink
if you
soda,
have microplastics in your ball sack or no? Have you checked yet?
I don't know. I had a full workup and I came back clean. I'm nice and healthy. I'm a healthy little puppet.
Yeah, but somebody said that McDonald's water, right? Not that I eat McDonald's. I did though.
I don't know much about water, but I can tell you about soda. The reason why you were thirsty after drinking it is because most sodas have phosphoric acid, carbonic acid in them, and they're usually at a pH of about 2.5 to 3. And that encourages you to drink more. It keeps you thirsty.
It's crazy,
So,
bro. It is
because it
absolutely fucking
and
nuts.
and then it causes all kinds of digestive issues because now you're turning your stomach even more acidic. So many people end up with indigestion and other types of stuff, and
Yo,
then
how can you
damage to the
drink
teeth.
anything that you can put on like, have you seen these things? Have you seen these videos where they're just like, "Hey, I'm taking a bottle of Coke. I'm gonna scrub off the rust off my fucking bumper."
By the way, there goes the Coca-Cola sponsorship.
I don't give a shit. I wanna
I
drink
think
it
they
anyway.
own Dasani and, like, all those other ones, don't they?
Doesn't
Or is that
Pepsi own
Pepsi? I don't
Dasani?
remember who owns who anymore.
I think Dasani is owned by Pepsi.
Maybe it's
I
Dasani's
actually
owned by
I
Pepsi.
like Pepsi better than Coke.
Oh, boy. Look at you going for the Pepsi dollars.
I don't no, I
They own
just
everything, man.
I
Between
don't
Coke and
drink
Pepsi.
I
They
don't drink
probably
soda.
own half the blockchains.
No, no, seriously, I don't drink soda at all. But, like, when I was young and, like, you know, fucking would get a like, I don't know, Coke never did it for me. Pepsi did. But Pepsi's too sweet, man. Pepsi's sweeter than Coke.
Oh, you know what? Fran says, Coke owns Dasani. I
Really?
don't know which one
Oh, look at them. The professionals are here. The professional fucking soda drinkers are like, "How dare you?
Yo,
Fucking how dare you here?"
I don't know.
All my
I
friends are
I
probably
don't know how
my
many.
friends you know my friends watch the show, right? So, like, they're probably tuned in, and a lot like 90% of them drink diet. Whatever. Diet Snapple and shit.
Oh, boy.
That's
Oh, boy.
like, I don't know. When are they coming out with Diet Apple?
Diet Apple, isn't that the
Diet grapefruit
iPhone
juice. Like,
Air?
do they have that?
the Diet Apple device? It's just more expensive
No,
for
seriously, do
less
they have
battery.
diet grapefruit juice or some shit?
Oh, what? No.
No?
Look, it's like AI. Just throw diet on there.
I remember growing up and one of my favorite sodas was probably Mountain Dew. And somebody said, "Yo, you shouldn't be drinking Mountain Dew." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "Yo, it reduces your sperm count." It was done. I was done.
And look at you now, no kids. See? This is all they were right the entire time.
We'll be right back after this commercial break. We'll talk more about microplastics in your nutsack. Right after this.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. I'm laughing. I read a comment just now. Bengal Tiger said when David was young, a Sprite was adventurous for him. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. Well, welcome back to the show. Episode 707, sponsored by Midnight. Title sponsor Midnight. Privacy Matters. I gave a shout out to Charles. I think they locked down, then the entire team locked down Consensus 2026. They were all over the place. By all accounts, it was all, all Midnight. And the setup was good. The booth was good. A lot of the Midnight ambassadors were there. It was dope to see, man. And I think 100% that Midnight will help Cardano's ecosystem. I don't know why Cardano maxis are all got their thongs up their asses on this one, but like this is what you need. You need Charles now has the freedom to go out there and he's out there. He's talking about Midnight, how important privacy is, but he's also able to go ahead and kind of talk about Cardano at the same time with it. I don't know. I think Midnight is very, very beneficial for the ecosystem. I don't know how they can't see it. Polymarket, the official prediction market sponsor of this show, and my brand, Cake Wallet, one of the most secure wallets we have in the industry. You want to hold your, your Bitcoin or Monero on a hot wallet. There you go, Cake Wallet and People's Reserve. Shout out to the People's Reserve. Go ahead and use that as collateral. Oh, look who's joined the program. And again, People's Reserve, use Bitcoin as collateral. Anyway, to buy a home and such. All right, Landy, we're done. I don't know why. I know you're muted because I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I'm here, but I'm not. I'm Schrodinger's Landy right now.
You were just checking your bowls. Okay, we got it. We got it. You were checking the bowls. Checking the bowls for right? Plastics, right? We got microplastics on the bowls. That's the worst thing that can happen to a dude is when you get hit. Ugh.
It's the double whammy of Mountain Dew and microplastics.
Horrible. I remember I got hit. I got hit in the nuts so hard by a hockey puck, man. I thought I was dying, man. Thought I saw Jesus when that happened.
You might have
Jesus when that happened.
You might have that was your chance to convert.
Yo, I always get into battles with some of my Jews, man, about this topic.
Well, then
it was kind of scary. I got into I was speaking to a rabbi and I was like, should I go into this? I don't know if I should go into this.
I mean, if you want to be suspended for multiple days on TikTok, I'm sure that this is the perfect subject to do it with.
Well, I was speaking to this rabbi when I was out in Brooklyn. And the question was asked, do you believe in Jesus? I'm like, hey, yeah, I think Jesus walked, man. Literally said that. And yo, the look I got. See, he's laughing. He muted himself because he's laughing. But he's like, yo, David's on a streak right now. David wants to be canceled and shit. There are different types of rabbis. There are moderates and conservatives and whatever. And some do believe and some just don't. So it is what it is. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there.
Well,
it's wild. But the look that I was like, yo, it was one time I was sitting in Prospect Park. I have tattoos, so I'm sitting out there. I got my tattoos out, and the dude is ice grilling me, man. There's this Jew with the whole, and it's but let me tell you something. It is 96 degrees, but if you're in Prospect Park, if anybody knows where Prospect Park is, it's if you're sitting if it's 96 degrees, it's really 120. And this dude is dressed in all black, bro. You know what I'm talking about? The black hat, trench coat, all that shit. Black. The only shit that he has on that's not black is the white shirt. Okay? And the tzitzis. That went over everybody's head because only if you're Jewish, you know what the fuck I just said. Okay. The only white thing. Oh my god. So the only white thing, again, the tits and the white shirt. And this dude is ice grilling me, man. Like yo, Landy, I'm telling you, this dude is ice grilling. Like he is. I'm sitting there. You know when you like somebody's really looking at you, and like
I have so many bad things to have so many jokes right now that I absolutely would get canceled for. I've been canceled plenty of times, but I'd rather not get you canceled over some of the jokes I got back here.
I can't front. Like Jules said, like Jesus probably looked close to what David looks like. I get it all the time. Like especially when I had long hair. Like I had long hair up to here. For like years, I had long hair up to here. Nicely done, of course. Finest oils and berries. You know how it goes down, man. Come on. I don't just grow out my hair. People be like, yo, look.
Biblical jokes to make.
Yo, they used to call me Jesus for real. There was a time like because of the long hair and they're like, yo, Jesus is coming.
You Jesus is what? Well,
Jesus
what?
is
It's blasphemy and multiple. It's like it just. There's so many jokes here. So no, I can't say it. I got a joke about the guy you were describing, and I can't say it. It's not appropriate.
So the guy like is staring me down, bro. Like I feel the energy. Now I look up and I'm like, yo, why is this dude like so like angry looking? And his wife was next to him. And like he kind of like ripped his hand away from his wife, and then he comes up to me. He's like, "Are you Jewish?" I'm like, "Yeah." And with this, like this, you see, like I just caught myself smirking. So I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Why do you have tattoos?" You know you're not allowed to have. I'm like, "Who are you?" That's exactly what I said.
I would have said, "Why do you have tunnels?"
Why do you have fucking tattoos on yourself? So I told him, like, why are you wearing I'm gonna get in trouble.
He comes up, it's hot as hell. He's got the white shirt. It's freaking gut and nipples poking through. Like,
I am
bro,
not.
you look like you
Yo,
just
hold
came
on,
out
hold
of the
on.
underground, bro. What happened to you? Why are you getting on me about tattoos?
Yo, they say, I'm getting lectured about how your body's it's a temple and you've vandalized it. I'm like, what are we talking about, man? You're never gonna be buried in a Jewish cemetery. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm fucking 100% Jewish to begin with.
Brother,
What are you scaring me?
you
Like
have
I'm
been
dead. What
cast
are you?
out. You were cast out a long time ago.
Do whatever
brother.
the fuck you want at that point. I don't give a shit what you do. I mean, you have dudes that were supposed to honor Einstein's wishes and just cremate him, and they cut his brain out and started eating it. Care what you do with that? Guys will come up to me and tell me, like, "Oh, how you disgrace the whole race." Like, what the fuck? The fuck, and then to add on to it, so like the tattoos that were visible, they're written in Hebrew.
Oh boy.
So that's just like sledgehammer, like I think it's that. I think that's
Young,
what he
long-haired
probably noticed.
David
What?
sitting in the park in the heat, drinking a Mountain Dew. He had just taken a hockey puck to the ball sack.
No.
Just showing off his tattoos, and now here comes the ultra orthodox guy. Like, yo, what are you doing, bro?
He
What are
was
you doing with your life.
He wasn't like some little dude either, man. The dude was like, let's say about like 6'5", 350 pounds, probably. Like the dude can probably be like an offensive lineman. 100%. I'm 5'10", like 175 at that point, maybe. I'll still take him on, man. I don't give a fuck. What up, bitch?
With your unclean temple. You're swollen. Your swollen balls. Your Mountain Dew in hand.
No,
Just
it's crazy, bro. Jules is like, I came to crypto for news and tech. We used to have that on the show. Yeah, you missed it. You've missed
yeah,
the
you missed
shows.
it, bro.
They've all been about AI and how
Lost
like
the plot a while ago.
99% of the fucking internet went and to an Apple store, got a Mac Mini, and then 3 weeks later they fucking listed it on eBay.
Oh man, I mean, so
You
where it
missed
went
the
off the
AI
rails.
fuck. You had crypto influencers that went ahead and switched up, became AI fucking influencers, and now they're back to being crypto bros. It's been like I'm telling you, we've been reporting on this. We've been really, me and Landy have been, it has been the first story before reporting on the war, man.
All right, so to Jules, what you have to understand is David took one drink of this water and then all of a sudden everything changed. So it's something in the water. That's really what happened. Is that derailed the entire conversation? Is
I'm
David taking a drink of
I'm
water?
very heartbroken that there are people drinking diet Pepsi and yeah, I just want people to be healthy, you know? I'm just looking out for everybody. I really, guys, like, by the way, can I just talk about peptides real quick?
What? Everybody stock up on your Diet Cokes and your GLP-1s. Let's go.
Like, there are people that are just taking peptides and they have no clue what the fuck they're doing. Like, I've
No, they don't.
been able to read the timeline and they have absolutely no clue. They're just ordering this shit from China. You don't know what the fuck China's putting into the shit. Like they're just
peptide
fucking
maxing. Peptide maxing is a thing now.
It's crazy. Like, look, hold on. See, these people should be paying me, right, for fucking showing this kind of stuff. But like, yeah, like you'll take collagen, right? Collagen's good for you, and you take collagen. This shit right here that I have has peptides in it. It's good for you. The recovery's quicker and stuff. Like, yeah, those things are cool. Like, but why are you taking peptides?
I like the Jules. I haven't seen Jules in months in the chat here, and he tunes into the show that David brought all the props on. He's got his water. He's got his.
I'm not even.
collagen.
I think Jules thinks I took a shot at him. I'm not even talking about Jules. I'm talking about the people that were coming on to. They were coming on. Like, I use AI agents. I have like a lot of AI agents running my companies. Like, I love AI agents. It's the best thing that's ever happened. It's the best thing that I've, and in a long time, it's the best thing that I've come across. I mean, besides crypto, it's one of the best things I've come across. So it's, in terms of production, like I'm way more productive with my AI agents. But I'm talking about the 99% of the people that switched up and became fucking AI influencers. You know, here's the thing. You have people telling you how you can make money with AI, yet they're not making money with AI. Like the people that are telling you the prompts and how to make it, money with AI, they're broke. It's them who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about motherfuckers that are actually using AI to their benefit and like working, building a company, helping others implement AI into their companies. Like, shout out to those people. Shout out to you, Jules. Shout out to anybody doing that for real. But these dudes, like I said, what would happen? It would be a boom. It's like it would last for a fucking month. These lazy ass, you got a bunch of lazy ass son of a bitches here. You think they want instant gratification. If they don't see anything immediately, they're done. They're outie. They're outie, man. They're going back to the trenches. They don't want. If they're not getting paid, they're out. They don't know how to use prompts. They can't even spell. Like, seriously, Landy. Like, these are the people that put something into ChatGPT or some shit, and like they don't even spell it right. You know, and now you got ChatGPT trying to figure out what did this crackhead say?
I'm sorry. This just goes back to when everybody got super pissed at me on your show when I said y'all can't even read. So
No, but they can't read. You gotta
you got so mad at me.
illiterate motherfuckers here. Like, holy shit! I even got to say half my audience is too. You're a bunch of illiterate motherfuckers. Y'all can't read.
Look,
I love you,
can't-
though. Thank you for showing up.
I don't.
I'm gonna do sign language for you
believe-
guys.
I don't believe that half the audience can't read.
No, trust me.
But there's definitely a subset of the audience that has trouble or difficulty comprehending what they're reading.
Bangle Tiger has a hard time understanding what she's reading. Trust me.
Oh, hey, shout out to Nat, one of the best analysts in the game.
Shout out to Nat. I heard your voice, man.
Nat's
I know you're Puerto Rican, 100% Puerto Rican.
nope.
You're 100% Puerto Rican, 100%, and I know exactly which borough you're from. I will not say it because I don't want to dox you. I know it. Ain't nobody told me. I grew up in the boroughs. I know. Okay, she's Puerto Rican, 100%.
Nope.
No, not she's mixed. Then she's Puerto Rican and Dominican.
Look, all I know is you got to be careful of the Latina Intelligence Agency. Their network is.
I am
vast.
not scared of no goddamn.
Bro.
Actually, nah. Hold on, I take that back.
Yo, you
No,
better
hold
take
on.
that one back.
I have to take that back because, like, obviously, where I grew up. Shout out to the.
Yeah, look, no, they are no joke.
No, I used to go at it with. No, never mind. No, I won't tell us.
Yeah, they're no
No,
joke.
no. That,
I'm married to one of their senior.
one of their
ranking
kind. Were
officers.
you about to say one of their kind?
One of their senior ranking officers know in
Wow.
the Latina Intelligence Agency.
Holy,
Trust
yo,
me,
you
they all
have-
know what's going on at all times.
You know what was the best though? So growing up in a really diverse area, you have. It was fun watching Puerto Ricans and Dominicans go at it. For those who know. When they go at it, they go at it. This is beef. Like this is like beef. This is like
Look,
being that you guys. Let me see what I can.
there
Clear.
might be beef.
This is
but
like
they'll
Russians
stick
going
together.
against Ukrainians. Okay, but at a higher level. At a much higher level because Russians and Eastern European people, we don't speak much, right? Like there's no real like if we're gonna do something, we'll do it. We're not gonna mouth off for 5 minutes. Yo, you step, nah, yeah. You want to throw hands? You want to throw it? Let's throw you. None of that happens with Eastern Europeans. Like we're not gonna stand there talking about who's throwing first. It's like this shit's happening. Like that's it. It's just like,
Bro, I got to tell you something, and this is where, on one hand, you are correct, but on the other hand, at the end of the day, they all stick together. They all stick together.
I didn't say they don't stick together. I
At the
never
end
said
of the
that.
day, and they all communicate with each other, and they've got their own network, man. It's wild, and it's worldwide. You think you can escape it? No. You think Five Eyes has got you? No. It's the Latina Intelligence Agency.
You said Five Guys?
Five Eyes.
Oh,
Five Guys. Whoa.
Just Five
You
Guys.
think Five Guys is gotcha?
I'm talking about.
No, Five Guys.
I'm talking about the fast food chain. I don't know what you're thinking about. Okay, I have no clue. You trying to tell us something that we?
No,
Okay,
no. There's no breaking news on that front.
I can. Never mind. I'll just get my thoughts to myself. By the way, when Landy says "real quick" or "just 1 second," it's never that. Even. Never
Those
mind, I
real
was going-
quick is
I was
the-
supposed to get. I just held back on that one.
Yo.
This shows off the fucking. Yeah, I can't believe we're still on TikTok.
Yeah, we're pushing the boundaries there. I can tell.
This all started because I thought while Landy was speaking, as he was going on for 15 minutes straight, I started thinking about water.
Yep. He needed a drink. He was getting parched listening to me.
And then I thought of, Poland Spring is some dog shit water. No, because I had an image in my head because like I remember biking out somewhere. I got handed a Poland Spring water
Yeah.
and it was trash. Like, what
This sounds
filters are they using?
this sounds like you just need to make better choices.
Yes, better choice. Well, I have made a better choice.
Take
And that is,
accountability
excuse me,
for this travesty.
ladies and gentlemen, if you're feeling thirsty,
Welcome back to the infomercial. Next up, we're gonna be what type of protein powder do you take, sir, in addition to your collagen regimen?
hold on. What type of protein? What?
Yeah, whoa.
Speaking of proteins, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
how do I have this?
why
How
do
do
you
I have
have
that? How do
all
I
of
have
this
this, bro?
just sitting around you right now? We're
I
gonna
am like a commercial. Like
we're
this
gonna
is like
get a wide
QVC or some
shot
shit. Like, hold
camera
on,
angle. We're gonna get the production
ladies and
crew and
gentlemen.
get a wide shot angle, and it's gonna turn out that David's studio looks no better than Asmongold's room.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever feel like eating late at night, I would recommend you.
This is just a hold on, pause, roll it back.
Welcome to the breakdown. Sponsored
Where
by
David's
Midnight,
having a
also
breakdown.
Poly Market, Cake Wallet, People's Reserve. We're here talking about water and
And
was
we
about to say
front loaded
something.
all the market alpha. for
You know what's crazy? I'll tell you what, like I'm thinking back. All right, so I loved my career in the automotive industry as a platform director. In finance and
Gentle
stuff.
Storm says, "Are you sitting on the kitchen counter?"
Yeah. I got the bodega store going here, man.
He's literally this is just the back of the bodega.
Hey, Benaki, we got everything over here, man.
He ends the stream and then goes to the front of the bodega and starts serving customers.
Get that dollar coffee from the fucking bodega store. Y'all heard? All right, listen. What was I saying just now?
Oh no, somebody just called me the Grim Reaper. Only if I call it. I didn't call it yet.
What was I
What point are
saying?
you in?
Why am I having a Biden moment?
Well, I mean, you spent 4 years watching him and commenting on him, so I mean, it's natural that some of it's gonna. Oh God.
Listen, folks. You notice how Biden would go on stage
And
like
forget where he was?
no. Besides forgetting where he was, it's just like he would be on stage and he's like talking, like he would start off with like 5, 6 words that you would understand. And then he start yelling, like, bro, like,
Yes.
have you ever seen it? It's just like a transition
Of
from
course.
speaking soft to, and I'll punch him in the backyard. Blah, blah, just like,
Yep. Yeah.
what was I speaking about? I spoke about almost being
Whatever happened to that guy?
who, Biden?
He's nowhere to be found anymore.
Yeah, I swear to God, he's the only person I've ever seen fall sideways on a bicycle. Like I've never seen it happen.
Yeah, he
Like
had
I've
his
never
timber
seen.
moment. Yeah.
You remember? Like, have you ever? Like, we got to pull this up, man. Have you ever seen a person stop and then fall sideways off a bicycle, man? Like I've never seen it. Like if somebody would fall sideways, like at least they would like try to catch the ground. You know what I'm talking about? Like with their foot, get a better footing, and then they'd fall. But like, no, this motherfucker just. Oh, let's play this. Hold on, I gotta find this shit. Nah, I gotta find this. Hold on. That shit was crazy.
Cheddar's has an order in. He says he'll take a chopped cheese and an iced tea, please.
Who?
Cheddar's. He's got an order in. He's been waiting for quite some time.
Hold on, let me do this. Hold on. Yo, let's look at this for a second. Has anybody ever seen this in their lives, man? Like, look at this shit, man. Like, I've never seen this. Has anybody ever seen somebody fall sideways like this?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember that guy right there. He fell sideways.
This was our president. Like, do you understand? Like, who
Was he,
feared?
though? Was he?
I'm just saying, yo, who is scared of Biden? Like, after this, like, you're telling me, yo, I loved it when they were talking about, oh, how Putin fears Biden. Are you fucking smoking crack?
David, the orders are
Putin-
piling up here. We got a bacon, egg, and cheese order.
Putin is riding fucking bears and like shirtless on a horse and shit. You know, and let me just shut the fuck up. Let me just shut the fuck up.
Look, he's got a greatest hits of
Yeah, greatest hits on the floor, bro. Like
yeah, well,
greatest hits falling
got a
down the
few of 'em.
stairs. Fucking falling. Given what was it? He was giving a speech at the Naval Academy and then trips all over the place. Like what was happening?
he went the wrong way, hit the sandbag, and it was all over.
Fucking shit, man.
Look, I can't speak to the current competency of
Yo,
one
Landy, can I say
Biden.
something real quick too?
Yeah, sure. Real quick.
I got to get on Trump too a little bit
Yeah.
because he's falling asleep, man. Let's keep it. Let's keep it 100. I know. I love Trump. I've caught him napping.
I mean, look,
I know he doesn't sleep. I get it.
I don't blame him in some of these instances where he has looked
Yeah, I
like,
know.
man, I just want to check out of this right now. In part because one of the things that I will say, for whether you like him or don't like
Oh
him,
my God, Nat said that shit just like a true.
uh-huh,
She just said it like
yeah,
a true Boricua.
yeah, uh-huh,
Yeah.
the bacon, egg, and cheese. Oh yeah. Well, Trump is the most media accessible president we've ever had.
Oh, here we go.
And it's not tailored media, right? It's not just the sit down. They're gonna edit it. It's like constant pressers, constant, and it's part of the administration's tactics for cutting through the media narratives, right? Is to constantly keep them engaged and the camera's on him. So, you know, you're gonna catch him a little tired. I I would be. Shit. I don't know how he runs that schedule. I don't know at his age how he does any of that. I even for like a younger guy, like I don't know how Marco Rubio is doing what he's doing. That man's insane. We don't
So
see a
you know
lot
what
of
I heard?
Jimmy.
Here's what I hear. Here's what I hear now, because he's sending Rubio out to do like all the dirty work. Let's keep it real though. Rubio's out here doing all the dirty work, and that's cool. I think Rubio is honestly, Rubio has grown on me. I think he's fantastic. I really do. I didn't like him much. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like him much. He's grown on me, and he's really about that life, man. I like him. I like him. They're talking, CNN and all these pundits are talking about how Trump is getting ready to fire Rubio or get rid of him. I'm like, what the fuck are you why would he because Trump hates the fact Trump doesn't like anybody over or taking his spotlight away from him. I'm like, that's crazy.
He's highlighting Rubio with he's given him a ton of
Mad props
responsibility.
every single time he's on the
Yeah,
fucking mic.
yeah. I mean,
He's
what
like,
did he say
Rubio is
just
the
the other
best
day?
Secretary of State ever.
Yeah, and what did he say just the other day? The dream team ticket would be, in his opinion, JD and Rubio. I think that, you know, I think Rubio should lead that ticket personally. And I think that even JD is kind of hedged in that direction. In his interview, what was it, like last month or the month before? I think that I think Rubio is being highlighted very purposefully, right? He is of Cuban descent. He is relatable to the Latin American community. He is shown to be very, very competent. And now he's got tons and tons of experience. And he already had tons of experience, right? But now he's got a completely fleshed out skill set, and he's been very, very successful, shockingly successful. And we'll see what comes out of this meeting with Z later this week.
Yeah.
But there's a message is being sent by bringing Rubio with the team, with the delegation, as Rubio sanctioned in China. So, this is sending a message that Trump has his full support behind Rubio and the majority of his team. I know there's some James O'Keefe live stream going on for some lower level White House people that are trying to sabotage the agenda and whatnot. But the team at the top seems to be pretty darn cohesive. Has there been road bumps here and there? Obviously, yeah. That's with any administration, whether it's Democrat or Republican. Even your favorite Democrat president has had those if you're a Democrat. But that I am shocked at the cohesiveness of the inner circle of the Trump administration. When you look at JD, when you look at Rubio, when you look at Besant, they've been highlighted, but much more so Rubio and Besant as really the people out there driving the agenda. Now, we do have some of the trade representatives and some of the other economic leaders that have been out there within the administration, but when you look at the amount of screen time and the amount of push and support that the administration has given to Rubio and Besant in particular, it's been pretty it's pretty crazy. Obviously, Rubio, I think,
It
is
is.
being set up for the future, and I think that he actually has a lot of crossover appeal with, disaffected, Democrats and independents as well, and I think that Trump is perfectly fine taking all the heat and allowing that to deflect off of him versus off of the other highlighted administration officials, so
Well, guys, if you didn't tune into Landy yesterday, you missed out. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Landy came out with his Latin American version of the market update. You can go ahead and replay that if you'd like and check it out. Go to X and look up at CryptoLandy to find them. You can also find it at Gockstein as well. Also follow Landy on TikTok. That's right. Follow Landy for microplastic bowl extraction advice on TikTok at landy.btc. That's right, landy.btc. You can also check out Landy on multiple spaces. That's right. Today I got an alert as I was doing my hair and putting on my clothes, all things Bitcoin and shit and all these other spaces. Landy's in them. And he's telling people, he's telling Nat, 1 second, Nat.
I said
One eternity later.
it was I like the combination, all things all things Bitcoin. Wolf Bitcoin, shout out to Cade and the crew over there. And then of course all things crypto. Shout out to Dave, Nat, and Cool over there. Look, I do the only two places you'll find me on X outside of posting my videos, and of course outside of that, I'm here with you, giving you the hot takes on the market and where things could potentially go, and then having prolonged discussions about drinks getting hit in the balls with a hockey puck, microplastics, the acidity level that still destroys your teeth and your gut for diet sodas. Let's see, what else did we cover here? A little bit of AI, some Biden gooning, and yeah, it's all about the alpha. I appreciate you having me on.
I'm writing something.
Yes, I see that. He'll be real quick, everyone. He's in the
No,
process.
you're when you tell your wife that you're gonna be real quick, I don't think never mind. Anyway. Welcome.
He doesn't mind. Just take your time.
That's right, Landy. Landy put it in the I don't want to. You know, I am lethal, right? Like I don't want to do it.
Well, David, I
don't.
appreciate, now that I'm probably going to get in trouble, I appreciate my time with you here on this show and getting to talk to you and know you over these years. So hopefully you'll see me tomorrow.
We'll have the brothers come over. Hey, yo! No.
Yo, the LIA don't play.
Nat sounds like she comes on Spaces with a bonnet on. With flip
I can't
flops.
speak to that, but I can tell you that
she got the wife beater on.
She's always got a chocolate ready, and those things they'll hit you around a corner. They're homing. Yep.
No, she got that bonnet on. I'm telling you. She's on Spaces like, I don't think so. Like she's
No. You ain't gonna. Nope. Nat is absolutely one of the best in the game. Much love to
I didn't
Nat.
say anything. That doesn't mean she's not one of the best in the game.
She's got the chocolate ready. Can't speak to the bonnet, but she's got the chocolate ready.
She sounds like Rosie Perez. That's what she sounds like. Listen to Rosie Perez. That's what Nat sounds like. Sounds like, see? Sounds like Rosie Perez. I'm telling you. White man can't jump. Rosie Perez. There you go. I'm serious. I'm not even kidding.
The lore is strong, man.
She goes to the bodega store in the morning.
The run on bacon, egg, and cheese with the it's too good.
Let me get that bacon egg, just it's like fast. It's all in one. It's like forget about it, right? Like if you haven't been to New York and you see the sign when you pull up into Brooklyn, it says forget about it, right? It's like,
oh man.
You know what's crazy though? Like never mind. I'll fucking get canceled if I go.
Yeah, you will.
We also supposed to say like who runs the bodegas now. It's not.
Oh no, the bodegas are very different these days.
Yeah, bodega stores. Hey, listen, in the Bronx, stuff like that, it might be a little bit different.
Nat's calling you out. So, ATC about to be lit. You better show up, David.
What is that? All things crypto?
Yes, sir.
We're all things crypto here.
Yeah, everything.
I mean, this entire show has been about crypto.
This is everything. Every single bit of the show has been about crypto and blockchain technology.
I'm sure right now plastics are fucking trending and shit, right?
Yeah, it's on chain. I heard it was
not motherfuckers. Not everything needs to be on fucking chain, okay? Not everything, not every fucking event needs to be a fucking token. It's so fucking annoying, bro. Every single time I post anything on fucking Twitter, right away, the savages come in there. Hey, check out micro balls. Like, because Elon says some shit about micro balls and stuff.
I'm sorry. So hold on before I go here. You saw the posts about the after party event at Consensus at 11 in Miami, right? You saw the posts?
Is that where
The 11
allegedly they were talking about that Consensus sponsored it?
well, they said that it was not an officially sponsored event, but it was on their website and like all this stuff. Anyway, there was a post that was going viral about that event. But the funniest part about it is it's a Milady derivative PFP talking about how that this is not the way that we should be presenting ourselves, and we've got larger institutional investors, and here we are throwing an event at 11 in Miami, and we are quote professional and grown up, while posting from an anonymous account with a Milady derivative PFP talking about how we're all in this space. We have to show that we're professional and grown up. First of all, this is a complete misread of anybody, any kind of institutional investors, right? Or anybody from Wall Street for that matter, or anybody from Chicago for that matter. Like complete misread. You have not read the room correctly. I just found it hilarious, the oxymoronic tone to what was written, and it went viral. I don't know if it was serious or not, but I thought it was hilarious trying to harpoon them for having this event, and realistically injecting the language of professional and grown-ups and crypto in the same like post is just it's just silly and a
That's
complete
funny.
misread of
Grown
institutional
ups
players.
in crypto.
Yeah.
Somebody should write the book, Grown Ups in Crypto.
Yeah, they're everywhere. I mean, look at me. Clearly, I'm a grown-up little puppet.
Don't get me started. Don't get me fucking started right now.
On that note, folks, I'm going to take a bow here. And David, it was great to see you, sir. Much love. I will talk to you tomorrow. We're probably going to have some more to discuss about the markets, especially if we continue to see a correction. But yeah, let's see what happens today. Do you know if the Warsh stuff, if they're not ready to go to vote yet, are they? I know they did cloture, but they're not ready to go to vote. I know it's today's
I
hearing.
haven't seen that. I'll look. I do know that Polymarket came out with a post stating that there's a 52% chance that Trump will buy Greenland. So 52% chance. That's
Hey, there's some really interesting stuff. Maybe tomorrow I'll bring it up because there is a mining play out of the United States and a big buyout that's set to happen here soon regarding rare earth elements in Greenland that is going to be very important for the United States. But I'll talk about that with you a little bit tomorrow, maybe.
I'm thinking of so many things I can say right now, and it's gonna trigger people. And it's not like I don't want to trigger anybody. It's just that I don't know what it is about today. I'm just thinking like the way I spoke about Poland Spring and all this stuff, right? Like I'm just thinking about like how people are not using peptides correctly. I'm thinking about nationalities and cultures like Nat Nat over here, who's probably a mix of everything from a Puerto Rican to Dominican to maybe Colombian. I don't know. I'm just like, to me, and now I'm thinking about Asians, right? And are Asians nothing more than Jews?
Wait, what? Oh my God. On that note, everybody, I really do have to go, David. I'm out of here. You get yourself suspended on TikTok. Bye now.
Wow. What did I say? Did I say something wrong? Seriously. Did I say something wrong? Nat, I know you got them rollers going, okay? I know you. I know. Got that bonnet and you got the bandana. Got the bandana and everything. She crip dancing and shit. Did I say something wrong when I said like Asians are nothing more than like Jews, like that, or Jews are nothing more than like they're basically cousins? No. I can say this. I am technically Asian. Like, no, I'm not even playing. I am technically Asian because just look where Israel is, and I got a little Israel blood in me. So, like, you just look at it. Technically, go look at the map. I know a lot of people don't look at maps, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Technically, I'm dead. I'm dead. I am so canceled. I am so canceled. I'm going to be canceled by absolutely the tribe is canceling me. The tribe is definitely I am no longer official. They are going to take away my Jew card. So like anybody who comes at me saying, look at the Jew, like I'm gonna give you like I don't know. Episode 707 was the day that they took away my card. Because I talked about the time I was in Prospect Park and a guy was ice grilling me. What was I going to say? It's 2:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got a new sponsor coming on tomorrow. I think tomorrow or Thursday, I don't know. Go ahead and make that announcement. Anybody who look into real companies. And by the way, my commercial, my Cash App commercial comes out this week. Everybody tries to be politically correct. Just speak your mind. You know what it is? It's very tough for a New Yorker to be politically correct. Like, we just say what we have on our mind and that's it. Good, bad, or indifferent. And we don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm. Like, I talk my shit, man. I talk my shit. You know, people say shit about you, but when you say shit about them, they get offended. Like, yo, bro, like, if you say things about me, I say things about you. And ha, 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 we laugh together. I did make some really good points, though. Anyway, let me touch on this subject again because I'm getting tagged in it. I'm getting tagged. Respectfully, the markets will decide who wins on Rage Guy, okay? Like, you guys are tagging me, okay? You got some girl Threads that has absolutely made up some absolute horse shit. I got to read this. Hold on. I got to read this shit. This shit is wild. Hold on. Let me read this. I was like, me? The fuck you? Why am I being brought in? I am going to make money regardless. Do you understand that? Hopefully you can read through that. I'm going to make money regardless. I don't care about this fucking West Coast, East Coast thing, bro. I don't give a shit. Have you guys not watched my show? I don't care. I'm in both Wojaks. I will go into, like, the only thing that I will not do is go into any other Bobo. That's right. I won't ever go into any other Bobo. That's it, bottom line. There's one Bobo and one Bobo only. That's it. This girl Threads writes, they always have to include me. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Motherfuckers always have to include me because you're not going to get engagement unless you go after me. Okay? Nobody's going to see your shit unless you go after me. You can say whatever you want about me. You can say he's lame, he's washed, he got no motion, but you always include my name and shit. And you think that you're going to bury me. You won't. You won't. But here, let me go ahead and read this, right? Rage people, and I haven't said anything to anybody. The craziest part is I've never disrespected anybody. Trust me, if I want to fucking throw hands with somebody, I will throw hands with somebody. I'm not scared of any of you fucking people on the internet. You are internet characters. I've never seen you at a conference. I'm not scared of you guys. Win, lose, or draw, I'm not scared of nobody except God. Like, you guys think like you're fucking, I don't know, Thanos or some shit, bro. And you got Infinity Stones and you're about to go ahead and start fucking duking it out with me. Or you're John Jones. Like, relax. Relax. Calm down. Motherfuckers sitting at home with Iron Man suits on that they got from Amazon. Relax yourselves, okay? It was just a movie, okay? It was just a movie. Relax, okay? Let me read this real quick, though. I'm laughing, but I think it's hilarious, man. People rage. Okay, ready? This is about the Rage saga. Okay, let's go into the, and we'll go through everything right now before we, sign off. Here it goes. Rage people vamped Rage Guy for no reason. Let me break this down. There's two. I should break it down for people that are just listening in. Nobody had anything on Rage Guy, okay? Nobody solidified themselves as the Rage Guy, okay? Period. All these rages were at like fucking $3. But everybody's talking about the OG. You're the only OG. When you guys hit 10, 20, 30 million, claim that shit. Anyway, and please do, because I'd love to take profit. Rage people vamped the Rage Guy for no reason. Mind you, you had been running 4 days before that coin even existed. We had been running 4 days before that coin even existed. So they were out 4 days before the other Rage Guy came out. And it was the original ticker on Pump for 2 years ago. They pumped all of David's money in Rage. Who pumped my money? What are you talking about? The first Rage Guy I went into was yours. And let's even go deeper than that. I've been in multiple rages before that. That didn't work out. So you want to talk about OGs? We can go way back. But if we're talking about here on this thread, I was in yours first until you motherfuckers said that behind the scenes, they were like, yo, we're going to milk David for his money. We're going to make him throw in money like Crying Cat. That's what y'all was saying. I hate that motherfucker. Let's take his money. Let him go ahead and talk. I got all these things. Let's continue. They pumped all of David's money into Rage. What money did they? Who took my money? And then spend months harassing the Rage Guy community members. I don't remember me harassing anybody. I remember me getting harassed. I don't remember doing the harassing. Okay? I don't remember doing harassing anybody. I could care less about what y'all do day to day. Like, respectfully, I care about me and what I do day to day. I don't give a fuck about what y'all do day to day. If I get excited and I like talking about memes or an asset, that's me being excited. I'm having fun during a time where it's choppy. I don't give a fuck. Y'all take it all seriously, butthurt and shit. That's why I had it, at some point, that's why I had to sit back and say, yo, Dave, hold on. This is crazy. You can't become these characters. They spent months harassing the Rage Guy community members. I even stepped down from the team because the harassment became too much. Andrew talked trash about everyone else's coin. Now he's crying because Rage Guy is running and Rage isn't. There's only one Rage Guy. Good job, Rage Guy. Do you know how confusing this space is? So both tickers, let me explain everything to everybody. I think everybody's a little bit confused. Both tickers are Rage Guy. Both Rage Guy. Like both contracts are Rage Guy. Both. Except one ticker is Rage Guy and the other one is Rage. That's it. That's all it is. One ticker is Rage Guy, the other one is Rage. But both of them are Rage Guy. We're playing semantics here. Let the market decide. Let the market decide and stop tagging me. I don't give a shit. Obviously, I'm a New Yorker about this. So like, honestly, I actually do want the rage guy ticker rage to win because you guys talked mad shit about me. So I can care if you talk. Hold on, if you talk shit about me, I'm supposed to support you and shit. Like, oh yeah, no, I hold your back. By the way, it was stated apparently that I don't have any more rage guy. I do. Like, I'm being very transparent, unlike you motherfuckers. I do. You didn't wait me out. Apparently, somebody said they waited me out, like, because I was holding down the rage guy chart. No, you guys abandoned that shit. You guys left. I still held. I'm not stupid. You guys say Jews run the world and Jews got money. You guys don't know what you know. I listen to you guys. You guys are. It's some of you guys despise me so much that you'll just make up anything. You'll say anything, but you wish I was in your corner. If I wanted to be friends with you right now, you'd be friends with me. I just don't want to be around anybody. Anyway. So that's where I stand on that. Troll on Ethereum. What are we talking about? Troll on Solana has the IP. Troll on Ethereum is never going to work. Okay? And by the way, guys, nobody, and I mean nobody, can get IP for Rage Comics or Rage Guy. You can attempt to, but it's never going to work. There's an original owner who's anonymous. That's it. It's Dunsky. You can try, but you don't. Nobody has it. Nobody. Zero. Shit, I would have bought it right now. I would have bought the IP right now just for shits and giggles. I would have, if it was possible to get any of this stuff done, I would have done it just to troll. Just the fucking troll, I would have done it. It's not possible. You can apply. Great. You can apply and be on a list. Wait those 9, 10, fucking 2 years to see if that shit'll happen, but it won't. Won't. I'm being open with you. I don't even have to tell y'all anything. Like, I know. Like, y'all pretending to have these. Y'all have nothing. That's it. Let the best community win. I root for communities. That's it. And I also root for people that don't shit on me. You know what I like? David's broke. Okay. But in the same sentence, it's like, how do we get David in? What? What? Yeah, but there's listen. You can't get the IP, okay? You can't get the IP to Rage. You can't get the IP to Rage Comics. You just can't. It belongs to the original owner. Once it goes out, it belongs to the original owner. That's it. You can't. There is a way to do it, but like then it is no longer Rage Guy or Rage Comics. It doesn't. Okay? It doesn't. Unless you're creating something new, it's not gonna happen. It's not. It's not. You would think that you guys would finally recognize that I'm a Jew and I know some IP lawyers, and I'm telling you, it will never happen. So if people are putting shit out there like that, it's crazy. It's not gonna happen. I was like, honestly, if I could, I would just to troll. I would just do it to troll. But you can't. And it's a waste of money. It's a fucking waste of money. It's like trying to claim Mickey Mouse. It's literally trying to it's like trying to claim Mickey Mouse. Good luck. I like communities. Okay. I also like what's happening right now where you have people that are trying to get all the major heads together to just send things back the way we used to send things to billions, right? Back in 2021, back previous cycles, like we used to align with each other, whether we liked each other or not, and we used to send the motherfucker. That's it. We used to do that. Now you have some broke ass son of a bitches that don't. Number one, everybody's. I don't know where the egos came from. I have absolutely no where the egos came from. But now you don't have that, so it is what it is. That's why I'm like quiet. You know what I do? Like, and I advise everybody to do the same. I watch the entire timeline. I have AI agents, which the greatest thing that's ever happened to us is AI agents, and it scans and like. As soon as it pulls something up, boom, I go into it. And like I don't say a fucking word. I want everybody to work for my bags. I worked for everybody's bags for fucking years. I want you to work for my bags now. Work smarter, not harder, right? Work smarter. Not harder. By the way, I've already, Pablo, I said this. I feel like a lot of dope memes should transition over to Solana because Ethereum it's gone corporate, man. Bottom line. And I think that memes will work out more on Solana than they will on, especially when Solana's price goes up. You'll see way more. You'll see way more holding. And plus, if ETH heads go over there, then we know how to hold. We'll destroy every broccoli head, known to mankind. Anyway, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. The true sex symbol of crypto is here. The true sex symbol of finance is here, and other fucking topics. Appreciate Landy for stopping by. We did talk about crypto. I needed to air that out. Guys, listen, about crypto. I told you for months, front run the market, sit back and enjoy yourself. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm not chasing shit. If an opportunity presents itself, I'll go in, but otherwise I'm sitting back and I'm relaxed. I've told you guys. This is how you're supposed to play it. I hope you listened. I really did. I do hope that you guys listened when I said front run the market. Like everything was bottomed out. And if you believe in crypto, then you should have gone into it. Okay. That's it. It's very simple. If you believe in crypto, you should have gone into it and you would have been caking right now. There are people caking. Okay. That's all. Like front run the markets before the markets front run you. That's it. Or do you really want to be chasing green candles? No. No, you don't want to be chasing green candles. You'll destroy yourself by doing so. And I don't know how many times I have to say that. You will destroy yourself by chasing the green candles. It's very easy to research. You have the tools to your disposal to go ahead and research. There are plenty of really good people in this space that know how to break shit down. Okay, they know how to bring value. They'll break down the asset, and then you can make a decision. I'm not saying follow everybody. I'm not saying follow somebody off of a cliff. But there are and there is material out there to help you navigate through this space. Okay, it's easier now than it was ever before. Okay. You have it easy. This should be a layup, okay? And nobody's first to market yet. Nobody's first. And you still probably have a chance to get into some of these assets and really do well for yourself. Maybe I'll break some of these assets down that I have gone into on Friday and why I've gone into them. I'm going into all, I've been going into altcoins. I've obviously been going into memes. Bitcoin, forget about Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana. I pick those up all the time. And I don't touch them. Like I just leave them alone. Like that's your savings. Anyway. The quote of the day, ladies and gentlemen, quote of the day, quote of the day, quote of the day. Let's go to the quote of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the show though. I know you did. I got DMs saying, "Oh my God. I love your show." Thank you. I know you love my show. I know you love my show. Ready? Here's the quote of the day. And this comes from the Joker. The Joker once said, "When we understand that each day isn't one more day, but one less, we start giving more value to what truly matters." And that should be hitting you super hard. There you go. Bobo billions, bitches. You know how that goes down. I love Bobo. I've stood by Bobo. First, I have been with Bobo for a long... I can't wait until fucking Rek Takashi takes out his belt and puts belts to asses. Let's go. Bobo's not a good meme. Let's vamp it though. Bobo's not good. Let's vamp it though. Anyway, shout out to everybody who's tuned in. TikTok, wherever you've tuned in from. I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back tomorrow. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Breaking down the news. Okay, breaking down what's happening in crypto and what's trending in the motherfucking world as well. Anyway, on that note, I'm out.